still hungover. I'm still hungover. I'm still hungover. I'm still hungover. Sometimes I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Make my sandwich with the wrong side of the bread. Thought I made it by a landslide, but instead I'm still hungover. Sometimes I make the wrong phone call after dark. Sometimes I make the wrong turn, then I have to pause. I know exactly how this ends, but I have to start. I still come over. I'm just living my life. I'm just living my life. I'm just living my life. And I'm not living it right, but I don't give a damn.
For this poor behavior or low morale for these people who are acting out and blaming it on a mental health issue.
Yes.
What's the resolution?
Take accountability. Accountability. What did I write about accountability? The thing about it is, when you don't have accountability, taking away, lack of accountability creates criminals. You know what I'm saying? They think they have the right to go out and rob and steal, and they justify it based on how they feel. You see what I'm saying? If it rhymes, it's true. So, I think holding people accountable and make them be accountable for their actions will make them change their ways and see that, hey, it's not so much a mental medical issue. It's just me not wanting to be what I'm supposed to be.
So do you have any examples of any poor behavior that has been categorized as a mental health issue? Like, anything you can think of that's like that kid is just acting this way because of this, but they call it this?
Just going back to the kids in class, bouncing around, acting like you can't control them. But if you put them in a certain environment and hit them with a certain set of rules, then it's gonna naturally change them. If you hold them to a certain standard, that would change them. Now, I'm not saying this is easy with all kids, controlling kids and stuff like that. But I think if more parents took accountability upon themselves and held their kids to a different set of standards and held them to some type of accountability, then that would change before you go into the schools. There's so many different examples, though. People say they bipolar, but they just want to just act crazy. Whenever somebody says something to them that's crazy, they just say, well, you know what? I'm going to use my bipolarness as an excuse to be dysfunctional. And that's when it starts to become a problem. There are some people who do have something wrong with their mind, that they were born with some type of situation that they've been through, that they actually have an issue that they need help working out. But in, especially America, in the 2020s, the early 20s, I guess, of the 2000s, everybody has something wrong with them.
Do you think that's many or the few who actually have, the people versus who really have something wrong with them? Do you think that's the many or the few?
I think it's the few.
Okay.
I think it's definitely the few. One of the greatest things, the average person in America, the biggest thing wrong with the average person in America, and I've said this before, is working after high school. That's one of the most traumatic things for y'all, because nobody want to go to work. Everybody had to suffer through high school, trying to be cool and get laid and have a girlfriend or boyfriend you wanted, and then you get out, you finally graduated. Yay, we graduated. To work.
You think that's traumatic?
For some people, yes.
Man,
some people, a lot of people actually, because them people that get stuck in the call center jobs and at the warehouse, and then have kids.
I would compare living in a third world country and paying for school to even go to school and graduate. Man,
that's something totally
Those
different.
people would be very proud to be working in a call center.
I'm talking about America. I'm talking about America. Okay, no. I don't know nothing about that over there. You done been. I ain't left this soil. We're talking about America.
Okay, so I'm talking about in general. But
right.
Okay, so do you think mental health is subjective?
Yes.
Sandwich with the wrong side of the